Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm, doing Green Greg's fried Friday, Green Greg's Green Greg's and ham, fried Friday Green Greg's and ham. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to turn off my lights over here. I thought I was gonna be shooting this from my computer, so we're not gonna have a good signal tonight. But it turns out my computer has got an issue; it won't start Zoom, so I couldn't use it for my live session. That is directly connected to cable. This system is not. So this is going to be not the best video tonight. I apologize for that. I was wanting to show some stuff on the computer, but that's not happening, unfortunately. So we could go outside if we wanted to, but I have to hobble out there. Frogs aren't singing tonight. They were singing a couple nights ago. They had toad frogs, not the peepers, but the toad frogs were singing. But the peepers are quiet right now, so I guess they're happy. Anyway, no, how come I'm not seeing anything here in the chat room? Oh, shouldn't hit that. We're back. All right, we got 11 people in the room. So, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I was wanting to shoot this from the computer, but my Zoom will not start. I'm going to have to, I guess, restart the computer. That is aggravating. That is aggravating. That means I can't do any kind of video from the computer if the Zoom won't start. That's what I use. So I'm going to have to reset this computer. I just reset it. That's what's crazy. And that's probably the problem. Just wait, reset. The Zoom didn't load right. So I'm going to shut it down. Let's restart it. But anyway. John, Nance, and Gypsy. Hadn't seen you here in a while. How you doing in Green Atlanta? Good to see you. Yes, everybody, please hit the like button. Really could use some more likes in here. We got 12 people in the room, only 4 likes. So helps my algorithms, of course. So for those that are just joining, I've got a lot of new subscribers. Wondering what in the world is this Green Greg's and ham, Fried Friday Green Greg's and ham all about? And all my subscribers. We have a tight knit community of good friends amongst the subscribers here, and everybody's welcome to be a part of it. We're in a day and age where we just don't have a lot of opportunity for social gatherings, but we sure can do it here, right, everyone? Earth movement going on. Yeah, there's talk about the Earth actually shift on its axis. Of course, they're trying to blame it on they're trying to blame it all on the melting of ice and glaciers, but it may be something else, people, because ice and glaciers at the poles shouldn't really affect the shift that much, unless it's because that's still symmetrical if everything's at the poles. It'd have to be something going off a little bit off to one side, you think, to make it shift some. So it may be more related to things going on in the core of the Earth, or the magma, the mantle itself, where the magnetic fields are generated, because the magnetic fields are moving quite a bit. So it might be more related to whatever's causing those magnetic fields to move. What do you think? So I think they may be totally off on the cause of that. All right, we got 10 thumbs up. That's beginning to help us out. So, and again, everyone, I tried to read the chat sessions here. All very well, Greg. There's unusually 50 in here. Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Usually, so you're a NASA guy. How long before ET comes home? Well, that's not something they talk to me about. If I don't know about ET, I go to Rex. Let's see. Seen an article about wells going dry, and they're trying to make the link to the shift. I don't know, maybe some of that. Well, I hope they're not going dry in Arizona, where I'm about to head, because I definitely got to put a well in out there. So I'm going to drink my tea here on my solo cup. You ever seen this tea? We may go outside. There's probably a better reception outside. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to do the session from my computer tonight, but the Zoom wouldn't load. It just would not run. I had just reset the computer, because my mouse got stuck. That computer, I need to replace it. I really need to replace it. The mouse got stuck on it. It's my computer with a big hard drive. I got a laptop, but the hard drive in it's minuscule. It's nothing. You do a good load of movie on it. It's got lots of RAM. I can have a zillion things open, but I can't save anything on a laptop. Now my desktop is the opposite. It's got huge hard drives, but the memory's not squat, because it's an old computer, and it won't even run the latest Windows version. So Zoom did not start on it, so I'm going to reset again. Maybe it'll run later, because videos a lot of times from that computer, and I just can't do it right now. So let's see what everybody's talking about. Oh yeah, by the way, the sunspots are beginning to rotate out of the field of view. We're about to have a blank of sun again for a little bit. So let's see what everybody's saying here. Join Dancing Gypsy says blaming on the rain. You know what? I know Joanne, however she wants to say it. She's, oops, what did I do? That's not what I want to do. Hit the wrong button. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh my God, hit the wrong thing. Oh my, I'm tearing it up. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to make her a moderator. I'm hitting the wrong stuff. There we go. Nope. All right. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm messing up here, guys. All right, I made you a moderator. Worm tea, the fruit of the earth. There you go. I was trying to hit the button to make you a moderator, and I was almost hiding you from the channel. Sorry about that. I almost bombed you out. My big old fat fingers, you know. They're not fingers. Ladies have fingers. Fingers are small little things. I got fingers. There's itty bitty buttons you got to touch on here. You know, and just my finger hits about 5 things at once. But really, why do you do that? I don't have the biggest fingers in the world. Just glad you're not drinking worm tea. Well, you make it grow or make you go. By the way, guys, I've restarted my website. If y'all didn't hear from the other night, greengregs.com. You can go to greengregs.com, and I'm selling worms again, guys. I've got a whole new website, and I'd love to show it to you tonight, except I can't get the Zoom on my computer. So it's rebooting. It takes forever for this stupid computer to reboot. Takes it forever. Anyway, we'll have to see what's going on with it a little bit. You're a rocket scientist. You can't fool me. Stream of thought. My man, I hate stream of thought. So, Granny Lana, my fingers have tremors. They hit any key. There you go. I hear that. Well, I don't have tremors, but you know, my fingers are a little bigger than a lot of these buttons here on the screen. So about, you know, it covers. I hit the right spot, but I don't always hit it. So, alrighty, folks. So what's going on? A lot of stuff. I'm still recovering from the wreck. I'm doing better. I didn't break anything, and I didn't really directly spray anything, but you know, it threw me back and broke my seat when they got hit in the rear end, and that gave me some whiplash and made my back hurt. But then when I hit the pole, it jammed me forward, and somehow my feet just got jammed into something in the front of the car, be it the dash or whatever it was. But man, it just made my ankles hurt because it's just like a concussion in the joints. It's made my ankles hurt, and I was getting my right knee up, and it's all bruised and swollen up some. My ankles swell up every day when I'm out on them now, and they're a little swollen right now. They're swollen right now, but it's just the concussion of it all. And I'm beginning to feel like I got a little plantar fasciitis in my heel, and I have no reason to have that, so it's probably from that. Anywho, I guess I'm lucky. I'm very lucky to be alive and not really broken up in a lot worse condition. Considering I got hit from behind and then hit a pole too. Wow. That was quite a double whammy. It messed up my van though, unfortunately destroyed it. And that was a nice van. I hate that. But I'm here, guys, and we're still kicking. It's hard to put me down, right? I hope. Let's see. Let's see what everybody's saying here. I got new days always in the house. Worm tea, the fruit of the earth. Oh, yeah, worm tea is so good. And Chris Johnson says, Greg, much love from Tennessee. Hey, where at in Tennessee are you, Chris? You probably told me before. You wouldn't be from Johnson City, would you, Chris Johnson? All right. Let's see what. Greetings from Maine, says New Days Always. Hope I don't make y'all drunk when I'm swinging back and forth. The wise will thrive. Love you, Greg. You should start selling microgreens. You can call it Greg's Greens. I have sold microgreens. If you notice, I've got a lot of videos on it. I've grown quite a bit, but I shut down because my house does have AC in it, and running the heat dehumidifier in the summer in the house is just too hot. But I've got a new microgreens trailer. I bought a trailer just to grow them. It's got an AC unit in the roof, so I put that in there. It's going to be good. We've just cleared the 2x4s, and somebody had false walls built in it. It ate up too much room. All that's been cleared out. We've painted the floors with a waterproof paint, and we're about to start assembling racks in it tomorrow. So we should. Yeah, I've been way behind on videos there. One that's really killed me. My YouTube income has dropped down to about 20% of what it was, and so I use that money to run my farm too. And so I'm scratching the barrel right now, but hopefully these worm cells are going to help pick me up a little bit. So yeah, we've sold so far 70, I believe 76 pounds of worms just over the last couple of days. So that's pretty good. So Keith Edwards, Halo, how you doing, Keith? What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. You got that right. New day as always. Randy Lana says, I had a small car rear-ended our custom van that sent us in the air, and it took me 3 football fields to stop. Well, that's kind of what happened to me. I mean, I got hit by a truck, not a pickup truck, a big transfer truck, and man, I went a long ways before I hit that pole. I mean, I was stopped. I was stopped to let some guy turn in front of me, and that truck plowed into me from the rear, and boy, woo-wee, Lord Almighty. Yep. I had a small car. Yeah. I went rolling for a long ways, and I was trying my best to reach the brakes, but it threw me back so far I couldn't get my feet up to them. When it threw me back, it knocked all the stuff out of my pockets and pulled off my left shoe. That was weird. I never had my shoe. You ever heard of getting your socks knocked off? Well, I wasn't wearing any socks, so if I was, that might have knocked them off too. But sure enough, it knocked off my shoe. I saw MythBusters tried to do a segment, see what it'd take to knock your socks off, but hey, I don't know. They thought they debunked it, but I got my shoe pulled off, so I'm not so sure that was a good debunker. Sorry if I missed the chat for a moment. My dog was talking to me. Well, Joanne Dancing Gypsy, what did your dog say? Everybody wants to know. Inquiring minds wants to know, what did your dog tell you? We might learn something, guys. Lots of farms in the UK are suffering cold weather. Yes. Look, guys, we had a cold snap here recently. I mean, it got down to freezing right here toward the end of April here in Alabama. They're talking about we might get another cold snap early in May. I hope not. Mary Hoos says, Dadgum, YouTube has been a pain in the hind end tonight. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Speed and momentum wins every time. Yeah, no kidding. Gotta watch your rear view mirror. I was, but I had a car in front of me. I couldn't move, or I was going to rear end the car in front of me. The car in front of me. Okay, we're on a highway. Don't ever stop on a highway, and especially if you got to make a right-hand turn. There's nothing to stop you if you're making a right-hand turn. There's no reason. You get a cross track. There's no reason to stop to make a right-hand turn, especially when the other road comes in with this broad, sweeping turn area. It wasn't like the road just came straight in, at a 90 degree to the main road. There was plenty of room for that person to turn, even with their eyes shut. But they came to a complete stop, so I had to stop. Anytime you stop on a highway, you are at risk. I always, if I got to make a left turn, I look to see who's behind me. And there's times when I would not stop. I'd keep going. I'd go somewhere and turn right and come back around and go across the highway. Turning left is scary. I've had 2 people almost rear me that way one time. One was probably going over 100 miles an hour, and he went off on the shoulder and somehow managed. It was a broad shoulder, very broad, like a car width wide, fortunately. And he had a big, ginormous Ford LTD he was driving, one of the old ones, from the 70s, one of the land yachts. Of course, I was also in a land yacht. I was in a Buick LeSabre, but his speed would all look like, big garbage cans thrown out. Would have been bits and pieces, but he was able to go. That's what you got to watch out. But this guy stopped in front of me to turn right. Don't ever stop to turn right. Don't ever stop on the highway if you can help it. If you do, you got to pay attention. But if somebody in front of you stop, you got no choice. I have been rear-ended 4 times now. 4 times. Every time I was stopped because somebody in front of me was stopped. Every time. But I've been rear-ended 4 times. I'm kind of thinking this kid, if you've seen the skid marks in the picture I showed earlier, they don't start that far behind me. So I'm thinking he must have been distracted. He must have been talking to the guy next to him or on his phone or something. He was probably distracted and looked up and saw me stop and stomped his brake. I heard him when he stomped his brake. Then I looked at my rearview mirror and I saw this yellow thing coming at me. And it all happened in a flash. I mean, one instant, everything. That's what life is. One instant, everything is hunky-dory, okay, and the next instant, your world turns upside down all at once, and you didn't expect it. Just, hey, I was on my way to get some bottles for a feed water my rabbits, just a, regular, normal kind of thing, and bam, all at once. And split second, your world can change. And that can be with all the stuff going on internationally and domestically. We got so much tension, so much strife, with China, Russia, North Korea, Iran. Guys, the world is just bristling right now like never before. All right, I'm running my mouth too much. See what you guys are saying. Randy Land says, yes, I see that. I see that. Thank God you kept going. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Well, it transferred, when he hit me, the momentum from my vehicle transferred more into motion. And that was probably a good thing, because if it weren't able to do that, and if I was all stopped, he would have crushed me to pieces in that big truck. I would have been crushed. It really tore up the front of his truck a lot worse, tore up the back of my van. Of course, when my van was brought to a sudden complete stop, it with a pole, that totaled it. Mythbusters should have done a will Islam work in the free world? I think that's a little beyond the scope of what Mythbusters could do. Don't you think that's a little beyond Mythbusters' capacity? Knock your socks off. Yeah, well, I had my socks knocked off, but not in the best sort of way. You're looking good. Yeah, I try. Hey, guys, I try to stay positive. I can always tell everybody, hey, be positive. No matter how tough it gets, no matter how rough the going gets, always rest in the sureness and comfort. You'll always find a silver lining around every mushroom cloud. Yeah, you don't want to see mushroom clouds. Let's hope we never do. All right. Johan Dancing Gypsy says 120. 120 what? Oh, 120 miles an hour. Sounds like they were doing drugs. Yeah, they might have been. Well, I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to drive these big Fords and 390s in them. I always thought the objective was to keep the speedometer at 120. And I was not doing drugs. Or I probably wouldn't be here today. Yeah, it took a million miracles to keep me alive, guys. I'm serious. Watch the video of how his vehicle was hit. He can't do nothing else. You talking about me, the video I did the other day? So haven't been rear-ended many times. Oh, did I take that video down? I think I took it down, guys, just because of the insurance stuff going on. Sandra, I believe so. They never showed up to the hearing. Oh. North Alabama hiking. Hello, Greg. Sure good to see you. I thought the deep state might have gotten a hold of me. Especially with the stuff going on in Europe. Yeah, they're talking about France maybe even having a civil war. Look at everything going on in Ukraine. Russia's making out like they're backing down, but there's still a lot of shelling going on over, guys. That place is not settled. I was scared to drive until after a.m. Okay, you're in Atlanta. Loving your hat, Greg. Well, thank you. Like my hat. You see that insignia there? You know what that insignia is? Yeah, all right. Let's see. So glad you're okay. Yeah, well, I'm still sore, guys. I'm still sore. But I'm getting better. The Lord has his hand on you. You've been praying for you every day. Well, thank you. The wise will survive. Thank you. Thank you. That's probably what helped me. They walked away. He went bankrupt. Oh. All right, so I almost got to scroll back. Oh, y'all got hit at 120 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Granny Atlanta, you've been through a lot of stuff. My granddaughter's spine is broke. Doctor said it was a miracle she can walk. Well, when did this happen, Granny? When did that happen? Night, Greg. I was talking about your video. Oh, my video. Talking about my video. Okay. Now she has your poor granddaughter. Oh my gosh, guys, we'll have to pray for for Granny's granddaughter again. All right, so I haven't heard any international news. Crazy. There you go. See, there's all kind of stuff going international. I try to report it to y'all and bring it to you regularly, but I haven't had, this past 2 weeks has been rough on me because one, I've just been slowed down because of the accident, but two, I've been building a website because I had to get my worm business going and my day job. Believe it or not, even I missed 2 days at work, and I missed 2 days at work, and I still only wound up charging 1 hour to 6 time because I had to work so much overtime because it's some big document I've been doing. Normally on Fridays, I can only get a whole Friday off, but I had 3 meetings this morning at work. One of them with a coworker who's leaving, and he's going to be gone. He might be at work 2 hours or an hour of time that overlap with me Monday, and he's been like my right hand person at work for several years, and so I was trying to get a data dump of things from him before he left, and I had a document I had to, that I'm getting through, and I had to do presentation charts for that. I'm taking it to, and NASA and in engineering organizations, you have boards that approve in baseline documentation. And documentation has to go through quite a review cycle. Everybody gets to take a hit at it because, my documentation tells people they got to do things, or supposedly they have to do this, that, and the other in order to keep things operating and to stay safe and so forth. I'm doing something called a system safety analysis report on the integrated aviation test facility at the Marshall Space Flight Center. And this is a test facility system safety analysis report. But it actually impacts the flight vehicle too, because if they improperly verify everything, not right now. I got so much going on. It'd be nice. In fact, it'd be nice if I can just not have to work there anymore. I just get back to if I can get my garden business and worm business going good enough. That would be the real objective. But when you're trying to launch a business, a side business, and you got a day job, that's really tough. Unless you get a lot of money. I don't have a lot of spare money. In fact, I'm head over heels in debt. So I need to climb out there and the microgreens, real things. I spent 10 hours. I spent 10 tents fighting, and they gave me less money. Oh, wow. You'll probably hurt for life. No, I don't know about that. And I hope not. I get hit in another state, and I had to get hotel rooms to travel. Oh my gosh. Ran out of money to fight with. Yeah, I believe that. 2016. So that was 5 years ago. Wow. What's your granddaughter's name? Kaylee? Casey? Oh, I'm getting brain lock here tonight. Granny, help us out. We'll have to pray for your granddaughter tonight. Senator Johnson, Greg, you should get a large settlement, then you could see my retire. Yeah, let's see how that goes. I bet it won't be no big, large settlement. Because I didn't break anything. I didn't sprain anything, so I doubt I'd get a large settlement. My car was an old antique, but not a valuable antique, unfortunately. But, blue book value on it would be nothing, but it was a lot better than that car was like a brand new car practically. It was well taken care of, baby. They won't say that. Rudy said that he kept trying to get the FBI to get all the info they raided from his home. Oh, he said Rudy said he has been trying to get FBI to get all the info they raided. Kaylee, okay. Yeah, all right. Thank you, Granny. I was almost there. Almost. Getting brain locked tonight, guys. Hi from Colorado. Colorado Jan. All right, Jan, good to see you. Get an MRI of your body. I got a CAT scan. I didn't do an MRI. I got a CAT scan. Paul Jensen, you got chopped off for a minute. Can you repeat your answer? Okay, answer which question there, Paul? Which question? I've been answering everything. Hi, Shelly. Yeah, this thing's bouncing, guys. I'm sorry. I had to use my cell phone tonight to go live because Zoom was not working on my computer for some reason. Oh, guess what? Now Zoom comes up and gives me a personal Meeting ID already? What is that all about? That's weird. What the heck? It came up now. But it's not the way it normally comes up. That's odd. To show you guys this. Let's see. That's, come on, come on. Come on, computer. Phone switch. All right, that was a meeting ID. It gave me for a meeting. Upcoming record, but that's not the way it normally comes up. But if I kill that, if it will let me restart, I think that's what it did to me before. It's like ready for me to start a meeting. It's already gave me an ID, but I didn't. I just rebooted the computer. This is odd. I'm gonna kill it and see if it. Doing that. That's odd. Other kind of buttons for starting meetings and so forth. What happens if I say start? Oh wow, that's not what I normally see. Yeah, it's not my normal control buttons. That's weird. I could start from the computer now. Well, guys, we'll just start back from the computer. Maybe we'll do that shortly. We might switch, guys. And I can do a better quality video and show y'all some other stuff. But that's not the way she normally does it. Not at all. Will it let me go? Yeah, let me go live. But that's just not the controls I normally see. Well, that must have updated on me. Oh, well, that's weird. All right, let me come back to here. We'll walk outside for a little bit. I'll hobble outside. Would your employer let you cut your hours back? What I do, probably not right now. They may later. But I got a product that I had to get out. And so that's one of the reasons we've been working some pretty intense hours. I've had quite a big product I've been developing. Excuse me for drinking, guys. I had a drinking problem. It was iced tea. Yeah. Unsweet tea, though. I'm sweet enough. I don't need any help. Hang on. Go outside here in a minute. Hobble outside. Well, part of my mustache is always like hang down. I always thought that side would grow out a little bit where it wouldn't do that, but it's always been like that. Got something stuck in my shoe. I'm wearing these clicking earlier. Whoa. Gotta be careful. Even on a crutch, you can get up on that ankle too much in the day and it gets sore. That's what it's done. Although I've been sitting at my desk almost all day long. I did go out and feed the rabbits earlier. Supposed to have some guys taking care of other things for me. I didn't show up today. But we're rebuilding the trommel. Oh, I should have brought a light. Go back in. Shoot. Hang on, guys. Grab a flashlight. We're rebuilding the trommel. See, that's something I should have done a video on. I'm going to have a video coming out probably next Wednesday on how to build the plywood sled beds. The sled bed worm beds. Not sled beds. The plywood box beds. Pardon me. Duh. A lot of people have been asking, Greg, how do you build those plywood box beds? Well, I got it all on video. I just got it edited together. And I've not had time to do any video editing lately. I've not even had time to make videos, as y'all can all too well see. I'll stick that in my pocket. Take it out. Well, maybe I want to put it under my arm. Got something else in pocket. Something else a little too big. That ain't going to go in there. Well, I don't know. We may not hobble over there. This might be too much for me. Let's see here. Bear with me. I'm a little slower today, guys. Trying to get out for a second time here. We're not going to hear any frogs, I don't think, tonight. That's why I didn't say with the sight of frogs. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they'll start up. They were chirping out here a couple nights ago, but they were not the peepers. It was the bigger frogs. I'm outdoors. The moon is not up, so it's pretty dark out here right now. If I had a different hat on, I'd put on the headband light. Headband light. All right. Turn it around. Camera around. Oops. It's dark out here, see? Turn the flashlight. Yeah, too much junk around here. I see a cat. There's some cats out here. Hang on, guys. I'm hobbling. Give me a minute. We're gonna go back out here. Ow! And then stuff. Turn on some light. Crutch. Remember my old trommel? I did a video from it. We've got it tore apart right now. All that old Dexion that was in it got been warped too much. So that's pieces of it. Got some other pieces of it up here. That's the one I want to run because the other one I bought is too slow. Need to put another motor on. I got two trommels. I want to fix my old one up. And I got a kid here helping me work on it. That's the back part of it right there. That's part of my trommel. I'll show you my other trommel here. This is my barn. That's going to be a worm bed. I'll do a video making those kind of worm beds. That's one of my cats. Meow. This is the press for pressing peat moss. And since I got orders coming up, I got some pre-soaking right here. A bunch of orders on my flashlights on my crutch. What happened here? I got it loose now. And did I say you need manual tools for gardening? And that's my other trommel. This is my new one that I bought. The other one was homemade, DIY, built here. And you can see we're tearing it down here and rebuilding it. It's got a wooden frame. This is a longer trommel. This is the one that's got a center drive instead of outside belt drive like mine. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to, this screen wire, I may want to change that out. I might want to run a smaller, finer grade wire. I'll drop a lot of worms through that. I could run it, but the problem is, and this one doesn't open as wide as mine does, so it won't get quite as good separation as mine does. The one I built, I should say mine. They're both mine now. But the motor on this thing, this has got a center drive motor on it. Show it to you in a minute. See right here? It's just, well, not center drive, it's just offset a little bit, the sprocket. And changing sprockets out, maybe get it run a little faster. The thing runs too slow. This is a slow trommel. Really slow. Anyway. I'll turn. You see the lights out there? Those lights are in my worm beds. That's to keep the worms from crawling out. We've had some wet weather lately, and that makes them want to crawl even more. So that's the avionics bay of the DCX rocket. And I got the inner tank section over here. I've got junk stowed in it right now from another building I used to have here. So I had another tent structure here one time. The 70-mile-an-hour wind took it and threw it up in the trees way up there, and it came down later and it kind of bent some of that stuff up. And I got those poles stored inside. This is the inner tank section of the DCX rocket. And the end dome in it is the first ever flight aluminum lithium end dome or oxidizer tank ever flown in the United States. That's a technology, materials technology we got from Russia. But it enables to have lighter external tanks for the space shuttle, which enabled the space shuttle to reach up to the higher inclination needed to build the International Space Station at the orbit that the Russians launched to, 51 degrees inclination, which was an inclination that it couldn't get to with an appreciable payload without with the originally heavier tank that it had. Got a bunch of junk on this table here. Anyway, so let's turn the video around here a minute. Got some Clorox out here for cleaning stuff. Turn around. Look at me here. Hey, hello. Was that maybe? They made so cheap, the horror movie. Some project. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all talked about the other night when I was out listening to Peepers. Not a lot of attendance. Let's send chat. Okay, there's the chats. See what everybody's got to say. So, all right, some of the old messages here. Got a cat at my feet. You want to see the cat, guys? Turn the video around. Cat rubbing metal on me. Hang on. Turn the light on now. The messages here. Eastern Plains. Sorry, I didn't explain well. Reedy said that he had been trying to give FBI all the information for over 2 years. Yeah, they wouldn't take it. Now they raided his home. But refused to take anything dealing with Hunter Biden's laptop. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I shouldn't probably said those words in the video. I'm probably going to get zapped. I gotta watch what I read. This is such a finicky platform. He will be blurry, but he can still talk. Yeah, guys, it's going to be blurry because I'm doing a live chat from my phone. When I tried to do it from my computer originally, the Zoom wouldn't run, and I did a reset. I could go in there and use it if we want to. I could switch over here. Too funny. Do you drink it with a lemon? I'm talking about the unsweet tea. No. Not usually. I should, though. They raided him to steal it. Hope he didn't have it with him. Not junk future projects. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. Something made me sneeze. Granny says, yeah, when talking mini ticks, polyticks, misspell words. There you go. Yeah, it'd be a good thing. I gotta watch what I say on here, guys. Sometimes I read stuff before I even think about it. All electronics. Yeah. It was reported a white hat operation to show how MSM handles things. We're going to see the bunnies. Probably not tonight, but I got new bunnies. I'd like to show them to you, but I'm kind of, I got a little video. I'll probably post it. Yeah, I got a video I did from the bunnies out there when I was out there earlier, a couple of days ago, in which I was naming them, all for YouTubers, but I left one for you guys to name, so I got to post that video. Yeah, I named every one of my bunnies for a YouTuber, except one. I'll leave it to y'all to name that one. One doe, wouldn't you know? We're with you, Greg. Okay, good, thank you. Have a good night, everyone. Okay, Kristen Clevercraft. Thank you. Have a good night. Buffering here in Florida. It's probably on my phone, guys. Second round of cinnamon buns and banana nut muffins out of the oven. Oh, wow. She's always cooking for folks. Lots of cooking. Yeah, numb new day, says Granny. Num num. The sound from pond is relaxing. Yeah. Thank you, living left is untight. Yeah, the peepers are quiet tonight. The peepers have been quiet. I've had some other frogs chiming in lately, but they're quiet tonight too. Probably because it hadn't rained as much in a few days. It's supposed to have rained, and it kind of missed us a couple of days ago, I guess yesterday. Wow, Green Greg, I bet a hurt hope you can heal. Oh, yeah. Suck your foot up. So, yeah, I'll get better. For Easter meat. Easter cream eggs, of course. My son arrives in the morning. I hadn't seen him in 2 years. Well, I'm happy for him. So happy for you. Just moved 8 hours from Georgia to Florida, working for Diamondback. Mm-hmm. Bang, bang. Not legs, something a little higher up. Cool. God bless America. We need you guys to remain free. There you go. That's why I've created the Freedom Restoration Foundation, guys. How do from Chattanooga. How do from? Are you from Chattanooga, Lord Child? Yeah, I love Chattanooga. I love Chattanooga, guys. Chattanooga's a beautiful town. Beautiful town. Got some mountains around there and good restaurants. Wow, living in left field. Holy guac and smoke-a-moly. Well, thank you. Thank you, living in left field. 40 buckarinias. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Awesome. You got a question? How about talk to me, living in left field? Let's talk. Got a question? Anything particular you'd like to bring up? Cody Garvin. Love you, Greg. Love you too. I love everybody. Old Hillbilly. Well, hello, old Hillbilly. You got another old hillbilly sitting here talking to you. Yeah. All right, everybody's congratulating living in left field. All right, so here we go. Greg, sorry about Goldie. Hope you're recovering well. Well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Goldie. We did a lot of videos from Goldie, especially going to the dog days, and I'd hang the camera up. I got a green van that stranded me there one time. You remember that video? Yeah, that's great. Greta Green, but Greta was in the shop. Been in the shop for months. I didn't want to pay the money to get her fixed, but I had to go ahead and do it. That van's got some issues. Same year model, but it was not taken care of when I got it. But Goldie, on the other hand, was so. But I kept Gretchen Green alive for a long time. Greta Green, excuse me, for a long time. Yeah, I named her after Greta from Fox News, not Thornburg Greta. Although it's kind of temperamental, and maybe it should be after Thornburg. Because she will not crank some days, and it's nothing wrong with it except it's got some bad solder joints in the instrument panel. You can go back to it hours later, and she'll just fire right up. But I was having a lot of problems with the alarm system in that too, if you guys remember, not wanting to turn off. So she's really temperamental. She might strand me somewhere. Yeah, maybe it is a Thornburg Greta. She'll strand you somewhere. He's on vacation. Let's see. Well, he does. Yeah, that's great. She's going to see her son in the morning. Yeah, I appreciate that. Living in left field, really do. Who's on vacation, Granny? I was born on the wrong side of the pond. Oh, okay. We get that Union Jack there. Well, now, if Scotland leaves here, you're going to change. What's going to be the flag for Great Britain then, Geo? Jr. Green Greg Haas. So sorry to hear about Goldie. Yeah, I'll miss her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get another van. I got to be able to move stuff. The lady from the farmer's market called and won't let me go to the farmer's market tomorrow. I said, well, I don't have anything to go in. Even the back hatch on Greta won't even open. And she's more likely to strand me than not. Her headlights are all messed up. Not a good van, really, but it'll roll some. It's got some utility, but she's not reliable. It's my first flag. There you go. My husband has been catching swarms Adding to the bee yard. All right, well, good. 700 miles and 12 hours away. Wow, you talking about your son? Well, he won't be tomorrow. He won't be tomorrow. Michael Sherman's Garden and Woodworking and More says, hey, Greg, just got here. Well, good to have you here. We only got 36 people in here. GreenGreg.com, worm site up. That's right, everyone. My worm site is up, guys. Living in left field, you're good human beings and who is willing to show beliefs. There you go. There you go. So you're in Chattanooga. That is awesome, Lord Shaw. Maybe one day I'll get up there again. I love going to Chattanooga. He left at 6:30 this evening. So what time is he going to get there? Is he driving? 12 hours. Yeah, that's quite okay. Yeah, so I guess I hope he's driving all night. Holy smoke. I used to drive at nighttime, but mainly when I was traveling in summertime. Yeah, when I was in the Army, if I come home driving from Fort Bragg before I went to Alaska, I'd go from Fort Bragg back to Alabama. I'd always drive at night. He is driving, okay. I was born British, but I am jealous of the freedoms you guys have. Well, you should push for the freedoms there, too. You know what? We need freedom everywhere. He worked all day, drive all night. Oh, my gosh. Well, he's young, so hope he can do it. Well, hope he's going to get plenty of caffeine and hang his head out the window and play some loud music. That's what I used to do. If I get sleepy, I'd roll down the window and hang my head out. That's how I did it. And Chattanooga loves you at Green Greg's. Come on up and give us a visit soon. There you go. There you go. That'd be nice. There would be many dead politicians if I had them freedoms. Let's see. Colorado Jan says the left is trying to take ours away. Yeah, you guys in Colorado are getting picked at pretty heavy too. Steffers J, we're jelly of your health care system. And I don't think so, not too much. New Days always, he's a night owl like Mama. Okay, 3 to 5 hours sleep. I wouldn't know anybody like that New Day. Oh, yeah, see, I get text messages from New Days always, odd times. And I love to see them too, so that's what's weird. My nomination for tenant rep in community housing has been accepted. Okay. Hope to engage in my immediate community. Okay, living in the left field. That's good. I'm a tenant rep. All right. Community housing. So where's that at, living in left field? You don't mind? You don't have to tell us exactly, just roughly. Don't give away your address on internet like I do. I sell worms. People come pick them up, so I have to give my address away. That's the worst thing a prepper can do, right? Or go on YouTube and start a channel on prepping and tell everybody where you're at. That's all the wrong things to do. My son was at Fort Bragg, Iraq veteran. Okay. Well, I was in Bragg back during the Iranian hostage crisis, and I was all packed up and ready to go. Kitty cat, what you doing down there, baby? Cat's right here rubbing my legs right now. Skeeter's about to start hauling me away if I don't get in a little bit. All right, Geo. Let's see. So hang 'em high on the White House lawn is my motto. Yeah, but the White House lawn is a long way from where Geo's at. Blessing for the service. Yeah, there you go. So I've been regulating today. I got a couple of jakes. They were eating my shiitakes. Jakes. Birds? Eating the shiitakes? The jaybirds? What are you talking about when you say jakes? Here in lockdown Toronto, Ontario. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh yeah, for a big city, Toronto is the cleanest city you'll ever see, guys. And if you ever go to Toronto, you got to go up the CN Tower and go to the very top observation deck. What was that, 1,400 feet up? I mean, you look down on skyscrapers. I mean, you look way down on skyscrapers around there. I mean, the middle deck is high. The middle deck is high. But that top deck is way up there, guys. It is an amazing tower. See, Toronto, housed a company. It used to be called SPAR, and it became MD Robotics. I think they changed the name again. They built the Canada arm for the space shuttle, and they built the Canada arm for the space station. That was called on the space shuttle, it's just called SRMS. But on the space station, it's SSRMS, Space Station Remote Manipulating System. And it's got a robot that goes with it called the Special Purpose Dexterous Manipulator, SPITM. The Texans used to call it SPITM, and the Canadians didn't like it, so they renamed it Dexter. And they have power data grapple fixtures over the space station. That robot arm can inchworm. It's got these things called latch and end effectors. It can inchworm from one power data grapple fixture to the other, end over end, and operate that way. And it also operates off something called mobile MBS, mobile base system for this. It's MRS base system. MRS is mobile remote servicer, and all that rides on something called mobile transporter, and it rides down the space station on these rails up and down the truss structure. And so it's a very versatile system for being capable of moving entire space station modules, capturing a space shuttle or other space vehicle. It could berth them. That system is incredible. And I was involved in robotic systems integration standards in my first job on the space station. So imagine that, guys. So I used to go to Toronto a lot. That's what I'm getting at. And I used to enjoy going to Toronto. I'm not a city guy at all, but in terms of the city, it was nicely kept. And of course, like in the South, you'd have hamburger joints. They had what do you call this? Some kind of little pastries. Like these little pastries you'd have with breakfast and things like that. And they got those all over the place up in Toronto. Hello, Elton. So Toronto, you ever seen the movie Canadian Bacon? John, what was his name? Played as the sheriff. He played a sheriff in the United States, but he's actually a Canadian himself. John Candy, and he's dead now. John Candy played an American sheriff trying to pick a war with Canada, so to get the Canadians upset to get them to declare war on the United States. He went through garbage in Toronto because he thought that would make them really upset and want to declare war on us. Because Toronto's so clean. So that was kind of a funny humor. And, if you didn't know Toronto, you wouldn't have got it. So most people in the South would not have got that humor, but, I used to go there, so I totally got it. So I thought it was hilarious. Young Jake turkeys. Oh, okay. All right, I got you. At some point, the second will have to be used for its intended purpose. Ooh. Skeeter's already a problem in the South. You got that right. Makes me insane at times. I want to do a jig, screaming, get off me. Well, let me see you dance a jig there, Lord Child. Skeeter's buzzing around my head. Spanish moss for my bed. Sunny sea, dry land. I'm an alligator man. Fighting gators all day long. That's some Cajun song. I used to play on Grand Ole Opry late nights. Living Left Field says at Green Greg's, the last 400 days has changed the look of the entire city and the mood. Oh, well, what is it like now? I saw the lockdown. See, what was beautiful about Toronto is you would go up there and you'd see little old ladies out in a dark aisle in the middle of the city at nighttime. And they didn't, nobody thought anything about it. There was no violence, I mean, they had a problem downtown. They had prostitutes downtown, but there was no violence. You didn't have the gangster, all the stuff like in American cities. It was safe, quiet, pretty, clean for a city. So, I used to like to go to this place called, what was it? Something Wharf. Was it Whalers Wharf? There used to be a place in downtown Toronto I used to like to go. It was on Front Street. And it had some of the best seafood you'd ever eat. It was a great seafood restaurant. And there's Yonge Street. Is it Yonge Street? It runs all the way to Hudson Bay, actually. I used to stay on Queen and 7. There's also, I used to like to go to an Indian restaurant in Dundas. Yeah, I haven't been up there in a long time, guys. Queensway. No, Dixie and Queensway 7. Yeah. The robotics company moved from downtown Toronto, well, pretty close to downtown Toronto, up to Brampton, though. Lord Child, 23. We will let him know PTSD and any other physical issues. Uh-oh, Sandra. I accidentally hit send before saying God bless. Oh, okay. So living in left field, tell us about Toronto. I gave you all my beautiful memories of the city, so tell us about it. Tyrants have already took over. You're right, Gio. They're trying to do us in too. I don't mean we got to take it. So, Greg, did you ever work with the Defense Department with the rocket defense systems installations in the Middle East? No. But I did work for what was known as the Strategic Defense Initiative, uh, Ronald Reagan Star Wars. I worked for SDC, Strategic Defense Command, which is now SMDC, Strategic Missile Defense Command, in Huntsville, Alabama. I was a civil servant, government civil servant at that point in time. I worked on the Exo-Atmospheric Reentry Interceptor Subsystem, ERIS, which was a kinetic kill vehicle meant to hit a warhead mid-course, come as, over the poles from Russia. So, yeah, that was interesting work. So I have done defense. My first professional space job was working for the Army on the Army space program. So yeah, I've been in the Army. I've been an Army civil servant. I've been in ROTC. I've been in the National Guard. So I've seen the Army, Alabama Army National Guard. So I've seen, you know, my dad was in the Army. His dad was in the Army. My granddad was in World War One. My dad was in World War Two. My brother was in during the Vietnam era. My son went to Kuwait. I was in during the Iranian hostage crisis. My nephew was in the Army. So we've got a lot of Army in my family, guys. A lot of Army time. Well, thank you, Sandra Johnson. John Candy was funny. Oh, yeah, he was funny. Spaceball. Yeah. John Candy was funny. I remember that. Yeah, what movie was that where he was riding in the van, playing, with a band in the van, a U-Haul moving truck or something? Yeah, he was a mess. Hey, there used to be a guy at work where I worked that was a dead ringer for John Candy. Looked just like him. It was so funny. I looked at that. Wow, this is John Candy reincarnated. I skint and dressed 2 skeeters. You skint and dress skeeters? Wow, I'm impressed. And they ate on for 4 days. Holy smoke. There must have been some big skeeters there, Madam Chris. Diversity divides us. Yeah, unfortunately. It shouldn't have to. I mean, you ought to be able to celebrate your diversity ancestry, but still come together like a melting pot and work together for common goals, Diversity shouldn't divide us, but it does, unfortunately. Yeah. The second is our constant. You got that right, Sandra. Amen for Svi. Dose. 2 days always. Living left field. Thank God there are only last 30 to 45 days only to be replaced by the deer flies and greenheads. Oh, I can handle black flies. The mosquitoes are really bugger up north. Yeah, well, I hadn't really gotten into the black flies. They're not down here. I've heard about them up there, but I hadn't had a problem with them. Well, I guess I was in the city mostly. But in Alaska, the mosquitoes were unreal. And it wasn't the big ones. It was just there were so many. They would literally cover you completely where you couldn't even see your clothing because it would be all skeeters. Oh my gosh, I ain't never seen skeeters like that in my life. Never, even in Louisiana. Guys, I've been in Louisiana. I've been out in the swamps. I've been in all kind of places. I ain't never seen skeeters. Now, I get a lot of them here, but I ain't never seen anything compared to Alaskan mosquitoes. Holy guacamole, smoke moly. Woo! Unbelievable, guys. Toronto is all COVID. Oh, I shouldn't even say the word. Yeah, I'm so sad about that. Mayor Tony and Ford are city killers. Oh no. What's the mood like in Toronto right now? Oh, JR, well, thank you. Thank you, JR. And Arnold Sportsman said, "Hi, Rocky Man, good to see you doing better. Living left field, I've been HIV positive for over 20 years, and the vaxxed are way more of a concern. 20 years. Well, it's amazing you lived with it. So it's good to see people having that under control. So I'm glad to see that. So I hope you're living with it well. JR's got this green banner, and you see how I'm turning green? He's turning green Greg's green. Watch this. JR's making green Greg's green. Look at that. JR put the green in green Greg's tonight. He says, at Green Greg's, may be a good idea to tell people to stock up. Be soon, and oh yeah, to be activated. Be safe, all. God's got it. This, yes, that's right. In the end, we win, but it does help if you stock up, guys. Guys, check it out. They're claiming we've got all kind of logistical problems and shortages, and all the systems are breaking down. And they're talking about a new round of this bug coming out of India, and they claim it's going to be a lot worse than the first round by a long shot. And so you might see more lockdowns, shutdowns. But now they're claiming that all these shipping containers are just dropping in the sea. They're just dropping in the sea, left and right. Guys, come on. Those shipping containers are built like tanks. You can stack them up way high. They're heavy as all get out. Those boats are stable as all get out. They're built to take winds. The engineers put a lot of design, very strict, heavy design margin in those systems. They may drop a few for show, but I'm gonna tell you what, those going up. Most of those are disappearing or probably going underground. Yeah, they're going to stock up somebody else's end, and it ain't us. I mean, it's not continuity of government or continuity of whatever they want to continue, but it's not for me and you. And if you ain't got a ticket to it, you got anybody got a ticket to go on those big deep underground, bases? I don't have one. So guys, indeed, stock up, get ready, prepare. I mean, you can go to check out my site, prepwithgreg.com. Get as much as you can right now in terms of prepping supplies and long-term food storage. We got specials there on prepwithgreg.com, and go to you get specials there you won't get if you go straight to directly to the website. But you can also grow your garden. Right now it's time to grow your garden. So do check out Tree Leaf Market and use my links for that. What company? My neighbor worked for Douglas, I think, for Lockheed Martin. Martin installing top secret. Oh yeah, Lockheed made a lot of those missiles. I was working for the government on the government side, but Lockheed actually was the main contractor on the Home and Overlay experiment, the predecessor for Eris, and on Eris. And then Boeing came in and took contracted ground the ground-based interceptor, GMD missile, and all that kind of stuff. But Boeing does not impress me at all. Boeing is they have more bureaucracy in the government. Boeing. My moniker for Boeing is. Let me see. Let me bring up here. Let me think about it. I got to think on it in a minute. Excellence in the optimization of engineering mediocrity. Excellence in the optimization of engineering mediocrity. To me, that's Boeing. Planes, trains, and automobiles. You're right, Dalton. Get rich, live life. Hey, that's a cool name. I bet this phone will have a lot of charge. I'm going to have to get in a minute. Greg, I got some advice concerning living off grid. I need some advice. Okay, I thought you said you had some advice. I'm not reading this right. And what's the best way to have a freezer? What batteries to buy? Oh, wow, that's a good question. Probably, honestly, the cheapest, most resilient batteries might be your marine batteries, the deep charge marine batteries, because you can charge them and they can deep cycle a lot better than a car battery and it won't hurt them. They're bigger batteries, they're heavy, they're more expensive, but they're more rugged. So a deep discharge marine battery might be the best thing to do. Lithium-ion batteries are the cheapest. Well, it's cheap. They have a high energy storage, and that's why the Tesla likes them. But guys, if those batteries they can go bad, they can have what you call thermal runaway, and they become like little blowtorches and like little rocket motors. and that once they get started, that fire will propagate from battery cell to battery cell, and have a runaway, thermal runaway, that will it can cause severe problems. So there's a lot of safety considerations for that, and that's one of the things I wrote review out on discrepancies against some of the designs with this vehicle that I'm working with, the Space Launch System, and against their upper stage systems and payloads and so forth, because they're not often doing what they need to do for proper battery safety, considering those things. Yeah, wow. All right, so enough of that. So, yeah, I think the deep discharge marine batteries, just old lead acid battery technology, but, that may not be the cheapest way to go in the world, but it's pretty reliable. State bird type skeeters, says Lord Chow. Yeah, well, I said the state bird of Alaska was a skeeter. These black flies look like fruit flies, and they bite you, take a chunk. Yeah, that's what I heard. The female bites something during mating season. Well, there you go. She wants blood for her eggs. I need it colder than a root cellar. Oh, you need it colder than a root cellar? Well, root cellars help. Everyone is depressed and no one is motivated. Oh no, that's sad. Can you even go in the CN Tower now as it's closed? Will the Blue Jays be playing this year? Can you go? Will you be able to go to the stadium? They got used to have a what's that rock and roll hamburger place called? Their restaurant there right at the stadium, right looking into the stadium right there in Toronto. Back when I was going to Toronto back in the early 90s, the head pitcher was named Keys on the Blue Jays team. He came from Huntsville, Alabama. So I'd be up in Toronto, and people say, "Where are you from?" I'd say, "Huntsville, Alabama." People go, "Yeah!" They'd be all excited to hear that I was from Huntsville, Alabama. Oh, his name was Keys. He always wanted to play for the Atlanta Braves, and he pitched the Blue Jays into being the champions. He beat the Atlanta. So that was funny. What was his first name? Last name was Keys. Do you remember that? I'm not a big sports fan, but that was kind of funny. I'm growing my own stuff and food, and my chickens and are shooting out eggs. That's funny. What about Bill Clinton's executed order about only being allowed to have 2 weeks worth of food? The heck with him. The heck with him. Look, the old timers used to store food for, 7 years worth. That was the whole idea. I've seen people with just tons and tons of canned food when I was growing up. You can't get any supplies. Everything's closed. That's awful. Yeah, see, they're trying to drive all the small businesses out, so you have to order everything from Amazon and things like that. It's all for the big guys. Kill the small guys. I said the word K. I shouldn't even say that on here. I'm used to figure of speech. Guys, this is a live action role-playing session. And if you don't have seeds yet, plow your yard back your yard and get it prepared. Yeah, you can start preparing now. But go to my link to True Leaf Market, guys. You get a lot of seeds there. It helps my channel, help you too. And if you, and for long-term, food storage and other prepping supplies, my Patriot Supplies, all kind of good stuff. But you get special deals if you go to them through prepwithgreg.com. Go to prepwithgreg.com. There's some really good deals there. 2 days always. I don't believe that. The last I checked, we had $200 off of, I believe it was a 6-month food supply. Yeah, ever since the wreck, I've been a little distracted, guys. So I'm trying to get dialed back in. Well, New Days always. Everybody in everybody in the LDS community has a year's supply of food, and that's why they got so much of those prepping supply places up there in Utah. Yeah, guys, I need to have some coffee tonight. Thought I had something on my head up there, and I just realized it was a red spot on my screen where the YouTube's red logo shows up, or the Google one. So, Sassafras Red, how you doing? Long Dark Dinner, Lumberyard, Feed Store, and Grocery Store. Long day, dinner. Oh, long day, not dark. Long day, dinner, Lumberyard. Well, you spent some money at the Lumberyard, I bet. Feed Store and Grocery Store. Amazing how much lumber's gone up and feed's going up. My yard don't look like any in the entire GTAA. No one getting prepared. Needing more. There you go. Freedom seeds. So yeah, but Trudeau don't make it easy, does he? Oh my God, Trudeau's a piece of work. Stocking up almost daily. Great store nearby. There you go. There you go. I also plan to eat the vegans. Yeah, you always say you don't eat herbivores. Herbivores. Yummy. Vegans, herbivores, yummy. That'd make a heck of a t-shirt, wouldn't it? Excuse me, guys. And also, there's several of you vegans. Be careful of damaged cans. Hey, I did a video on cans now. Got to go back and check all my videos. That's not one I put up on my Green Greg site. I did put a bunch of videos on that site. It's not a prepper site per se. So I got gardening, and I did a little bit of a stretch. I put some wild edibles on there, and I also got worm videos. I'll be able to do a prep video site, a prepper website in the not too distant future, guys. Yeah, I need to do some coffee. John Candy and Stripes is still my favorite. Greg, thank you for your advice on the advice. Okay, cool. Which I ordered 4,500 ladybugs last weekend. Oh man, that's cool. Now see, that's what you do right there. Living lentils and black beans. Okay. Well, water Gatorade. There you go. Everything is closed. Oh. Everything is closed. Everything? Oh my gosh, it sounds like China. Wow. I heard y'all were in a lot harder lockdown, but gosh, am I everything? How long? How long living left, Phil? Wow. Get out of that place if you can. Yeah, I guess you can come to the United States. Do you have many deer in Alabama? Well, yeah, I was just seeing a deer track back here. Yes, we do. We have deer down here. Lots of them. Sounds like a fine time around the fire. Guys, one of these days I want us to have a conference. Green Greg Conference is going to be an outdoors rendezvous somewhere. We'll have a bonfire. Campsites. How about that for a conference? To heck with hotels. To heck with hotels. A Green Greg's conference ought to be outdoors, right? Be a rendezvous. Kind of like where the old trappers would get together, mountain men from the days of old. Matt Powers has some great information about health soil equal healthy food. Yeah. That's right. I saw him on Leak Project. Yeah. Or was that? Diabetes show. I believe he was on Leak Project, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I was actually in the chat on that. 300,000 acres. Oh, the Mormons told what Clinton was up to. Good. Bill Gates also bought all the learning supplies. That's our kids. Oh, no, become snowflakes. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, Granny. He needs the land to build fake meat plants. Oh, yeah, gosh. Not this sickening. Amen. Eating the vegans with barbecue sauce. Oh, that would be a funny name for a barbecue sauce, wouldn't it? Vegan barbecue sauce. Just put, recipe. One vegan, a bottle of sauce. Charcoal fire. No, we're kidding, guys. This is just kidding for fun, LARP session. Don't get Yeah, I'm sure there's some vegans, quite a few of you are vegans in here, but that's kind of funny. You're not supposed to eat carnivores. Get some sleep. Good. Yeah, I need to do that, don't I? A great booze shot. Yeah. Need coffee. How long do denim cans last? Oh, yeah, the advice is don't even mess with the denim can. Although they do sell them intentionally in some places. Yeah, main thing is make sure the can has not been breached. But, I did a video on cans. Check out my can video, guys. How long is or master we shall not secant? That's not secret, secant. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be, we shall not be moved. Just like the tree, the standing by the water. We shall not be moved, May 20th, and then they will extend the lockdown. Stay home order. Oh, no, extend it? Make it, continue it. So, that's a long way out. Yeah, but I'm going to get some sleep. Scary mate, I'm sorry. Okay. Leaving left field. Y'all need to get rid of Paris boy. Yeah, his daddy was something, right? His dad was Trudeau's dad was something. Yeah, absolutely. Instead of Burning Man, we should have Green Greg. There you go. I think it's probably Oppenheimer Ranch Project. He's been on there a lot. Yeah, he may have. I forget where I saw him. Ford Nation. Eat the vegans. Yeah. Lord Child's getting a kick out of that. Vegans are tasty with ketchup, too. Today's always. There we go. We got something going here, right? Used to be vegan. Moved to Mars. All right. Grass fed. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got something going here, don't we? I used to say, save an animal and eat a pita. It used to be pita bread, and then there was the people that were in pita. Glory, hallelujah. There you go. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. That's what we ought to sing if we go on a protest. We shall not be moved. I can hear Green Greg's pong running in the background. Oh, yeah. Oh, my pond over here. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Just turned in. Halo. Tuned in. There you go, Ace. No longer night owl. Great weekend. The Sandman is calling. Mr. Sandman. Yeah, I ain't gonna try to sing that. I don't have that kind of voice. Arr! Yeah, all right, we're heading for the pond. Arr! Ah, get up. I'll find my crutch. We're going to the pond. Whoop! Dadgummit. Drop my light. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Had to point the phone to the ground to find it. Yikes. I turned the messages upside down when I did that. All your messages are upside down. There we go. Now switch back around. Yeah, you're talking. Cat's talking to me. Hang on, guys. There's a crutch. A flashlight going. Oh, my arm's going to sleep. I'm almost deaf, guys. Hang on. I'll give you a little bit of a nature bath here. And turn the phone around. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, shoot. Turn it in. All right, I'm going to try to show you the fish pond if it'll let me. That pump runs it. That pump's about stopped up though inside. The water flow's not that big, which means there's leaves down inside of it because they're not on the outside. I need to clean it. And the goldfish, that's right, goldfish, big ones. Really big goldfish. That's the oyster shells there. They give stability to the pH of the water. Let me do some more videos on aquaponics. This is an aquaponics system. The only thing I'm growing in here right now, though, is ryegrass. All this ryegrass growing up. All that's growing out from aquaponics, guys. That's an overwinter thing to plant. I just hadn't done my... Normally I'd plant a lettuce in the spring. I might plant some cucumbers in here later. I probably will put cucumbers. There's some wild lettuce coming up in it. The other one over there, I got two of them right here. These are the oldest continuous running aquaponics systems in North Alabama. At least north of Anniston. I think Anniston may have an older system. I did it one time. If it gets too acid, those oyster shells will dissolve. Calcium carbonate in them will. And so that gives stability to the system. It makes it self-regulate the pH. I don't have anything in that system to keep the pH right. Shoot. Light trying to jerk the keys out of my pocket. Walking along, sort of thing. All right, I'm going to go back to the house now, guys. I'm going to go back in. Move my way between this bushes of rows of Sharon I'm trying to get through here. On my crutches. Crutch adjusted. Kind of an obstacle course I'm going through here. What makes bad didn't have a crutch. Alright, now through the obstacle, and what Forrest Gump called them, obstacles. Through the obstacle course. Obstacles. Think I'm a crutch. Heading back to the house. Back into the house. Arr! Back to the house. Yeah. Oh. The light fell. Stuck in my pocket. And I just dropped. I'm sticking on my arm. Onto my left arm. So I'll crutch him into my right arm. Alright, yeah, I'm not moving as smoothly as I normally do, guys. I'm running into everything. Alrighty. We still got to see the fish tonight. I didn't feel like walking out to the rabbits again a minute earlier. Dropping my crutch. Now I shall use my table, my desk, as my crutch. Until I sit down over here. Oh. Stick it on my file cabinet. All right, what's everybody saying here? What have I missed? I enjoy him singing. We used to sing around the campfire. There we go. See, that's why we need to meet at the campfire. Child, getting the water just right ain't that easy. You're right about that. With aquaponics, it can be real finicky. There's some tricks that make it better though. It helps. Which is probably better if a lot of feed stores with gizzards. Oh, so cool. Love it, Greg. Turning in almost 11:30 night. Yeah, it is 11:30. All right, Shannon Johnson, thank you for being with us. Randy, I had the best family still do all, but my old timers are gone, and both my babies. Yeah, you've had a rough time, Randy. So we need to pray for Kaylee tonight before we go to get this call over with. Randy, I know folks dropping like flies all around last. Uh-oh. Sad times, guys. Sad times. There's too much light here. Is my overhead light? What is it? Let me turn this light off a little, see if that kind of makes things better. Is that better? This glare? So much glare here a minute ago. Take your hat off now. There you go. A minute. Night, Lord. So, Lord, Charlie, you going tonight? You going to bed? Granny, we lost all our old people. Yeah, our family too. Yeah, that's sad. Sweeps, it all hurts. Oh, Sweeps in here? Oh, there it is. Sorry to hear that, Granny. I am still in shock at my parents and my grandparents. Oh, no. Yeah, she just lost a grandfather. Both your parents? Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, well. Is Al in there, too? Oh, there's Wise Al. Okay, Wise Al bought some worms from me. Appreciate that. For those of you that don't know, she's our Arkansas tribe lead. She is our tribe lead for Arkansas. Maryland, I'm glad you're in your chair now and safe. Get a book. Oh, she's talking to me. Do a few things before I go to bed, but yeah, Judy's in the house, guys. How's Cherry, Judy? How are you? Sweeps said, I am now one of the old timers. Oh my God, Sweeps, you're no old timer. Bro, you're still a spring chicken. Come on. You're no old timer. Those of you that don't know, she is going to be quite involved in my Arkansas project. Not Arkansas project, in my Arizona project. Got thinking wise, I got thinking of Arkansas, guys. Sorry about that. Lesson revision. Hi, Greg and Peeps. Sharing info from Jeffrey Prather, possible bogus carnival setting up. Oh, on same grounds as the Maricopa audit. Interesting. Oh, I was getting blurry. The screen's kind of messed up too. Yes, Greg has. Yeah, I lost my dad, my brother. Yeah, we've had a lot of losses too. Oh, there we go. I'm a lifelong night owl. Hey, me too there, Lord Child. I'll be up reading Kathy O'Brien's book, Transformation of America. Transformation. Interesting. Perry McClure, how you doing, buddy? Sweden in the house. We have Sweden. We have Ontario. We have Great Britain. Yeah, we got an international house tonight, guys. How you doing, Perry? Perry, I don't think I'll be going to the flea market much for a couple of weeks. I'm still hobbling around too much, but when I get well, I'll be back there, and maybe you can watch us drive up through Vinland. Lost a cousin 3 days ago. Oh no. How's Cherry? Lazo, I want to build one of your habitats. It looks so perfect. Hey, I've got some good architectural work on. I need to do another video because I got some good architectural work down now. And I showed a little bit of that in the video with Gail Angeles a couple months ago. And we're also doing some other architectural work. So yeah, I paid an architect to do some work, and she made some real nice renderings of it. So I definitely need to show that. And yeah, that'd be a great idea. Ever tribal community, that's the best. I believe the best kind of house we can have. I really do. I think it's going to change the world. Hi, Greg. Come to Sweden. Yeah, well, you think I'll be able to travel without one of those so-called passports? I probably could right now. I'm trying to get my worm farm going, Perry. I'd like to get up there to Sweden sometime. So what would I do in Sweden, Perry? Uh, so what would you recommend me do if I come up to Sweden? Yeah, I like to go to Sweden. I like to go to Norway too. Yeah, maybe Scotland, Sweden, Norway. My ancestors live in all those areas. All right. So I got something stuck in the shoe. You know what? I'm gonna take this shoe off. Got all these old Crocs in there. I'm gonna switch over to my house shoes here. I'll just turn around, slip one set off, another set on. My toe's sore. I must have stuck something in it from my Croc. We go fishing. Norway also. Okay. You go out to the ocean for fishing? Are you doing ice fishing? How do you fish, Perry? What's the best way to go fishing there? What do you do? What do you use for bait? In Alaska, they don't allow you to use live bait in Alaska. But them fish will bite a hook. All you gotta do is drop a hook in the water, and the daggum fish will tear it up. It's amazing what fish will bite in Alaska. Let's see. Judy, my two surgeons and my oncologist are having. Oh, I'm losing battery power. I'm gonna have to plug up, guys. Hang on a second. We're gonna be out of commission if I don't get this thing plugged in real fast. That's my main computer doing. I always look low too. Don't have anything plugged. All right. After 15%. My two surgeons and monocultures are having a powwow trying to figure out which surgery to do first. Sherry is doing great. Yeah, her lung makes us cough a bit. Yeah, I bet. We will survive. There you go. 100,000 lakes in Sweden. Wow, I bet. Alaska's full of lakes. Full of lakes. Greg, I broke my foot in 5 pieces. Oh. And I won't let no one put a cast on. I went river fishing in it. Oh, wow. Wow. Get this, Greg. This is Arnold Smith talking. The oil refineries are just 3 weeks into their spring turnaround for scheduled maintenance, and the outbreak happened. 200 plus workers in lockdown. Oh, and no one is allowed to return. That's not good. Arnold, where are you located? You're up in Northwest, aren't you? Wow. Yeah, well, there's another potential shortage. Guys, so the cargo systems, they can't get containers for shipping. A lot of ships are backed up in places. So stuff isn't getting shipped around, which means that, even just pieces and parts like to run a factory, they start wearing out. You replace those parts, factories shut down. I mean, we can have quite an unraveling stuff as the supply chains break down. And if the bug comes around again, like they're claiming it's going to, they're claiming this Indian version is so much worse, you're probably going to see more lockdowns and shutdowns. So you better start getting ready now, folks. Prep now. Get ready now. Get everything you can. Just get ready. Get ready, everyone. Right now, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, no kidding. It's hard. I lost my mother in '86. Wow. Yeah, I still miss my mom, too, guys, and my dad, my brother. Those walleyes, salmon, and trout. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Peace, blessings, and wellness to all from Mishitucky. Cross between Michigan and Kentucky, huh? Mishitucky. Boots work. Oh, yeah. Boots do work. Amsterdam in France. Oh. Colorado lost my mom 2 years ago. Wow. You still have your daddy. Well, that's good. That's good. You need to love him while you can. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do a prayer session. We have any specific prayer requests? Let's pray for Cherry and Judy. Let's pray for Kaylee. Granny Lana's granddaughter. Who else should we pray for? Let's pray for everyone who took the vax. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. The fax off the fax machine. Well, let's pray for everyone. Pray for the ones that didn't. Pray for everyone. All right. I'm not seeing any other prayer request. Anybody have a prayer request? I know my dad passed 98. Pray for my son. He just lost his mama. Oh. Okay. Madam Gross. All right, guys, let's do a quick prayer session. We'll call it a night here. All right. You guys always have a blessed night. Pray for enemies. They need it. That's true. Pray for enemies. Pray for leaders, whether you like them or not. When I cry for my girls, my tears come out high. Oh, well. Pray for everyone. Oh, well, thank you, PHL. FHL, thank you. Oh, well, thank you, Judy. Thank you. All right, guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate your company. Appreciate your friendship. Appreciate y'all for being here. You know, I usually get sing a ZZ Top Zone. Everybody loves a well-dressed man. All right, give me a little time, guys. I have to work on ZZ Top. All right. Blessed good night to all. Thanks for the company. Amen. You're right, Tom. That's what I'm saying. Thank you all for the company, for the friendship, for being here. And for those of you that gave us one of the super chats, I thank y'all for that. Those were amazing. All right, Heward Watchman, Michigan. Sounds of coal mining, Kentuckians, better life in Michigan during the auto industry. Yep. Maybe a lullaby. Well, I'd probably fall asleep singing it. All right, guys. Appreciate it, guys. We're going to say goodbye right now. And I almost said, Jesus, thank you so much. Thank you very much for walking. Yeah, I need to call it a night, right? For watching. Thank y'all for being here. I pray for God to help all. There we go. Good content, brother says, Hereward the Watchful. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Y'all have an awesome night and a wondrous weekend. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye, everyone. Good night.